Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn English of class 5th. The name of the chapter is The Boy Who Drew Cats. It is of first and foremost topic. So this chapter I am going to read right now, and I'm explaining the chapter. Once upon a time, there was a small village in Japan. Once upon a time, there was a small village in Japan. A family of farmers lived in the village. Even the children helped out when they were back from school. All of them loved farming. All the children of the farmer loved farming. In small village of Japan, there is one farmer who's living, who is farming, and all of farmer children's loved to farming, except one. The farmer have children. From them, except one, the name is Toya. The name is Toya. Toya was not interested in farming. He used to draw the picture of cats. Let's move forward. Toya, the children of a farmer that loved to draw, means his hobby is to draw. Toya's hobby is to draw. He went to school, he did his homework, he helped out at the farm, but in his free time all he did was draw. He is also joining the school, he is every day going to school, and apart from this, as and when he gets free, he generally used to draw. But he didn't draw flowers, trees, fish, or the sun. Toya didn't draw flowers, trees. Instead of that, he used to draw only cats. Toya used to draw only cats. Toya used to draw only cats. Means his hobby is to draw only cats, neither flowers, neither trees or fish. His parents were very worried for him. Toya's parents was tensed. They were worried about his own child named Toya, that if my child is going to draw only cats, how did he make his own career? They didn't know what he will do to earn money for himself when he grew up. As and when the Toya grew up, how he can earn money. So this was the main tense part of Toya's parents. Then Toya's father took him to the village temple and requested the head priest for help. Now, Toya's father bring the child to temple and requests the priest that now the other students work hard at their writing even when they were not in class, but not Toya. Now Toya's father requested to the priest that my child Toya is not attending the class properly. He is generally used to draw the pictures of cat and didn't write anything in the book. Then with his brush and rice paper he did nothing for hours but draw. Means for hours and hours Toya only used to draw the picture of cat. Student, please concentrate on this point. Then he is not used to write, he is only used to draw the picture of cat, and what Toya drew was just one thing. The one thing that Toya liked to draw is this thing, the picture of cat. Toya packed his bag. He thought he may not be allowed to draw at home, so that evening he drew one gigantic cat, the biggest and most beautiful cat he had ever drawn. Now Toya packed his own bag. Then he thought that over here he might not be allowed to draw cat. So for that he one evening he drew a gigantic cat. Gigantic means very big. Gigantic means very big, the meaning of the word gigantic. He drew a very gigantic, very big cat that evening, and is the biggest and most beautiful cat he had ever drawn. Then that night, while everyone was asleep, one day at night, when everyone was asleep, a monster rat was entered into the temple. A monster rat entered, or we can say crept where? To temple. Then it was the infamous rat demon. The rat was known to plunder granaries and gobble up all it could find. Now we know that the rat is generally eat the things and waste the things as well as, so for that where the grains are kept, the word granaries, let me explain the word granaries first, then we will move forward. Let's say granaries. This is the word where we store grains. Grains include wheat, rice, all these things. So rat is generally, the monster rat is used to eat these granaries. The priest would have nothing to eat for months after tonight. That is when something strange happened. A few priests who had woken up due to the noise saw a gigantic ink cat walking towards the granary. Now, some of the priests were awakened and they saw that there is one monster cat, let's say gigantic cat, which Toya drew, that is full of ink moving forward. Which is of ink. Why? Because this cat is drawn by Toya. Now, a few priests who had woken up due to the noise saw a giant ink cat walking towards the granary. Now, cat is walking towards the granary. The giant cat scared away the demon and protected the granary. Now, the giant cat, what a cat do is that he scared a monster rat. He scared a monster rat. The meaning of scared is darana in Hindi. Then it peacefully walked back into its paper as if it had never left. Then that ink cat once again go back to that paper where that Toya drew. The next morning, the head priest accompanied Toya to his home. And very next morning, the priest of a temple with Toya going to his home. His home? Toya's home. Yes. Then Toya had no clue what had changed, but he was happy. Toya grew up to become an artist. Now Toya, the priest told that to the families of Toyas, to the parents of the Toyas, that now Toya grew up and now he is an well-known artist. Then his drawings were famous throughout the Japan, but all he ever drew was cats. Now Toya became very famous in Japan, and Toya became very famous in Japan, and now he is a well-known artist. But the hobby become his important in his life, and now he is generally used to draw only cats. He used to draw only cats, the picture of cats. So students, over here I am completing my explanation. Now on page number 15 there are certain questions, MCQs, which we have to write in notebook, as well as the new words. I am giving homework. Work for the students. New words, which is already given in the textbook from page number 11 to 14. It is already given. And then on page number 15 there are 2 MCQs and 3 questions that you have to write. MCQ, question and answer. Try to write by yourself. Then if you have any doubts, I am there to solve this question and answer. I am here. Thank you.